everyone, and welcome back to Ur-Quan Masters Proper. I showed off Super Melee in last video, and I like to think I dismissed some potential combat situations as being feasible. However, knowing the internet as I do, I suspect, if anything, I'm just going to incite more people into rage. It would be like, well, I don't know. I can't think of a really good example right now, but it would be like something. Anyway, in the last time, we wrapped up our exploration by visiting the Melnorme in Alpha Centauri, and we've gotten several technological upgrades. Now I'm going to go to Sol to make good on some of those aforementioned upgrades. Fascinating, I know. Let us get on with it. Well, actually, I'm probably choosing the wrong direction to travel. Let me just handle the direction traveling for now, game. We go this way. Here we go. That's fine. Now, I think we might go and pay a visit to the Spathiwa in this episode. And perhaps the Zokfot pick as well. I have not yet decided. Music is still awesome. We are in August. Our journey started ever so long ago. Oh! Actually didn't do so bad that time. Maybe I'm actually getting better at this game. Hello, Starbase Commander.
Hello, Captain.
Oh, I have minerals to offload. Nice.
Fine job, Captain.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Captain.
Now it's time for me to get on with selling some of my Pekunk Furies, which I do not need. Now, thankfully, somebody reminded me that in this game, as you form alliances, the amount of crew you have at your disposal goes up, so it'll take longer for crew costs to become a nuisance. So I don't have to worry about doing what I was worrying that I was going to have to do for a little bit. Notice that you get 2,000 resource units per Fury. Also note that I can't rebuild those, so hope I don't regret that. I'll just keep around one of each ship though, like a novelty item. Whiffo does go in front, because I did scrap my original Earthling cruiser, but that's okay. Whiffo has pretty much been the combat ship of the fleet. Let's refill all these bright green circles, because that's what they are to me. Bright green circles. Circles? Really? Really, Grimith, they're circles? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's go ahead and save the game here. Now, one thing I do have to note is the fact that since I recorded that video, that screwed up my entire numbering scheme. I mean, I have videos 1 through 5 here, 6 through 10, but then it's like video 11 didn't require any sort of save function or feature. It's like, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and skip a slot. I do believe I am, and we'll just call that a day. Go ahead and save to slot 11, thereby matching up the numbers with the videos. Oh my god. Okay. So let's go ahead and purchase some modules. First off, let's remove these. Well, it's not removing them. Okay. Now, if I put in a high-efficient fuel system, which you'll notice costs twice as much, I can take out those two, and that stores all the fuel I currently have aboard my vessel. So the crew pods go here. Not sure whether I want to buy another crew pod. I don't think I'll get involved in too much combat, and I don't think I'll lose that much crew anymore, so I'll go ahead and keep the two. Next, we'll go ahead and have some high-efficient fuel systems there. we can put in some storage bays here. I do believe. Module. Storage bay. Now, let's put in some... take off the ion bolt cannon and put in a fusion blaster. That's the gun which is twice as powerful as the ion bolt, but consumes twice as much energy. You're like, okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put in 3. I think I can remove one of those. Remove that, put it in a storage bay. Now, if I put in 3 tracking systems, as well as 3 dynamos, I won't be able to store that much cargo, but I don't need to worry so much about resource units anymore, as I'm going to get some more, and I can get some more through combat. So much for mining planets. It's kind of a shame, you know, I mine so well that I don't really need to do planet exploration so much more in terms of needing to farm out systems. I mean, of course you still can. There's so many other systems in the galaxy, but it's not necessary. 3 dynamos, I'm not going to be able to keep like a consistent rate of fire, but that should pretty much take care of everything I need to kill shit. Stock up on fuel. Lots of fuel. Lots and lots and lots of fuel. Note that accelerating and turning capabilities don't speed your travel through, I mean, they do speed your travel through hyperspace, but it still costs the same amount of fuel. It just saves you time. And for kicks and giggles, we'll go ahead and buy another planet lander, just in case. Okay? Okay. We'll go ahead and save our settings there. And depart the starbase. In 1 minute. Sorry about that, had to take care of a quick thing that popped up. Everything should be fine now. Let us depart the starbase and travel to Spathi. Now, their home world can be found at... let me pull up my notes here. 241.6 by 368.7. Epsilon Gruis. So, let's go there and say hello to the Spathi. Okay? Okay. Whoosh. I restocked all of my crew, right? Aboard my little mini ships? I hope so. Spathy, we're coming for you! I come at the behest of Wiffo! I know your secrets! My ship is truly a vessel of death now, and note that this is not as powerful as it's going to be. Oh yes, I can get more powerful. What? Uh-huh. You are terrified right now. Uh-oh. Oh, missed me. I think that was a Spathy ship anyway, so it wouldn't have been a problem. Hello, goodbye. It's not like they exactly want to go into combat anyway. Cruising along, although it might not have been. We're about to find out. Yep, Spathy. I was I was mildly like, oh, maybe it's something else.
Surprise and terror! I am greeted by the smooth and hostile face of our old enemy, the Hootman. No, the Hootclan? No, I remember. The Hoonams.
We are on a peaceful mission through the cosmos.
2 aspects of your last statement defy the course of nature, and I know it. First, peace, as you call it, is an illusion. If you have peace, you simply haven't yet seen the thing that's trying to kill you. Second, peaceful missions through the cosmos rarely require weapons large enough to punch holes through a small moon.
Let me be frank. We seek allies.
In case you have not forgotten, we are bonded to
That
the
is
Ur-Quan
true.
as slaves.
I hadn't forgotten,
The
though.
punishment for the plan you propose can be described as death.
That brings up a good point. If you are such cowards, why do you fight for the Ur-Quan?
This is a sad tale, so do not even try to contain your tears. After the Ur-Quan demolished the Illa, they turned the force of their armada against us Spathiwa. The term rapidly subjugated would best describe what happened next. When the Ur-Quan arrived at Spathiwa, there was a great ceremony. Part of that ceremony involved blasting portions of our planet's surface into radioactive dust, and this part we did not enjoy. But the worst was yet to come. Our leaders were called into the command chamber of Ur-Quan Lord One's dreadnought, where they were read a long and complicated document explaining the choices given new slaves. When our leaders heard the term forever encased and impenetrable shield, they grew overexcited, I'm afraid, and made a fatal error. The decision was to be transmitted to the Ur-Quan via one of two rods, one colored black, the other white. Our leader handed the white rod to one of the Ur-Quan's servants, signifying fallow slavery. But the servant somehow exchanged rods and handed the Ur-Quan lord a black rod, indicating our desire to become fighting slaves. By the time we learned of the switch, it was too late. The Ur-Quan would not permit a change in status. Following that most tragic day, we were forced to assume the role of an Ur-Quan Star Fund. We tried to avoid combat, but the Ur-Quan gave us 3 warnings, each more strident than the last. When we learned that there would be no 4th warning, simply annihilation, we attended to our new role with improved vigor. Oh, and perhaps you have already guessed, the Ur-Quan's servant who made the switch was an Umga.
Oh man, Spathiwa are tragic characters of the Quadrant Galaxy. What can you tell us of your species?
We can best be described as metamollusks,
Okay.
possessing the best qualities of both the clam and the dravat, which is not native to
All
your world.
right.
We are intelligent and clever, though you would never call us cunning.
Okay.
Each day when we awaken, we call forth the traditional Spathiwa prayer. Oh God, please don't let me die today. Tomorrow would be so much better.
I'm going to mute my microphone and stop laughing so you all can hear that in greater detail.
Oh God, please don't let me die today. Tomorrow would be so much better. Each day when we awaken, we call forth the traditional Spathiwa prayer. Oh God, please don't let me die today. Tomorrow would be so much better.
But what do you really want out of this great mystery called life?
I want to live forever with no
Of course.
pain whatsoever, owning vast personal property.
Who doesn't?
Something of nubiles.
Indeed.
If this is in your power to give, I urge you to do so.
Under the circumstances, I think it'd be best if you allied with Earth immediately.
Sure, consider it done. Allies to the bitter end. Not.
We leave as we came, in peace.
Look, can we keep this as a secret between the two of us? It's really rather embarrassing.
Of course, I understand. Don't want you all to be vanquished by the Ur-Quan. Ooh, that sphere almost caught me. And it might not have been the Spathiwa. Okay, so Epsilon Gruis. There's only one planet here. Let's go say hello. Hello? Now, you'll remember that... Oh God! You'll remember that, oh God, yes. Let's talk with him.
Hello, Hunam. What would you like to threaten me about today?
We leave as we came, in peace.
Look, can we...
Yes, yes. I don't wish to threaten you. You'll recall that the Spathi actually don't inhabit their home world anymore. They inhabit the moon of their home world, Spathiwa. Yes. So, if I may bow out.
What is the secret cipher?
Huffy, Muffy, Guffy.
We are the Faith Ones, the Spathy High Council. You have given us the correct cipher, and so you will not be destroyed immediately. Now, if you please, tell us how you acquired our most secret Spathy cipher, which every Spathy swears never, never to reveal, even when threatened with considerable pain. And just where is this Spathy friend now? Never mind. The answer is all too obvious in your tiny, dry eyes. If you held a weapon to Whipple's head, he would say anything you wanted him to say. In fact, if you held a vegetable to his head, he would probably say anything you wanted him to say. No doubt. We are too afraid of the Ur-Quan to consider such an alliance. They would most certainly punish us with extreme tortures. Hello? Hello? Awaken from your dreamy state, you them! Now is the time for realism, not wild fancy. Yes, your vessel is unique, and here is the crux of the problem. A unique, meaning singular, starship is not equal to the task of destroying the entire Ur-Quan armada. If you had, say, 10,000 similar starships, we could take your boasts more seriously. Well, that would probably work, but I have a better idea. A test, one of those questy kind of things. You must wipe the evil ones from the face of Spathiwa.
The ultimate evil? Tell me more about these evil ones.
Let us explain the sad history of our species. Once upon a time, many thousands of years ago, we inhabited the warm, safe surface of our home planet, Spathiwa. We were happy and content. During those golden centuries, we evolved from a primitive nomadic culture into a complex agrarian society. We learned to write on clay tablets, and we were well on to being able to read those tablets when the darkness fell upon us, when the evil ones came. Creatures from the darkest pits of hell they were. They hunted our people, devoured them like tasty nodules, and we had no defense against them. Suddenly, our culture became once more nomadic. We fled across the oceans from continent to continent, but the evil ones always followed. Spurred by our great need, we advanced from bronze to atomic technology in less than one of your centuries. But none of our innovations was a match for the evil ones' natural cunning and ferocity. Finally, with no other option available, we fled our world and took up residence here on our own moon, where we have resided most uncomfortably for the last 300 years.
Why don't you do it?
Two reasons. Firstly, we have an unreasoning fear that the evil ones will devour us all.
That sounds reasonable enough.
Secondly, in the rare cases where we have overcome our fear and ventured to Spathiwa's surface, the Spathi who landed were all devoured painfully.
Okay, I accept. Start packing your bags, eyeball dudes. You'll be home in no time.
We will await your return with great anticipation. Simultaneously, we will prepare a short, poignant eulogy to mourn your demise.
Confident dudes, aren't they? Okay. Well, I'm not all talk. I got some capabilities on my side, especially with my new upgraded lander. So, let's get to it. welcome to the home world of Spathiwa. You'll notice that, Spathiwa? Really? Spathi. You'll notice there's a lot of biological life forms here. Folks, we're about to face the evil ones. The ultimate evil of Spathi lore, whom have devoured untold numbers of Spathi. This is actually a good idea. Can we survive the terrors of Waterworld? Will Kevin Costner appear to thwart us? Will the gravity crush our souls, consuming 2.5 fuel units? I don't know, everyone, but I do know this. We will discover all of these things next time on Let's Get On With It, the Ur-Quan Masters. So long, suckers!